Good day folks, as promised I'm here today with my unboxing and review of the MAINGEAR VYBE RTX 3060 Ti pre-configured system. I purchased this system from MAINGEAR.com at a cost of $1,699 US and an additional $900 TT to have it shipped and cleared in Trinidad. So some quick background about MAINGEAR. They're a boutique computer manufacturer based in New Jersey who specialize in custom gaming and workstation PCs as well as laptops. Now, if you wanted to purchase one of these systems, however, there are a few caveats you must consider if you live outside of the USA. Due to the global pandemic and chip shortage, their wait times have been a bit longer than usual, in the range of 6 to 9 weeks. Also, they do not ship directly to freight forwarders, so you'd have to have someone in the USA collect it for you and have it forwarded. I myself waited 12 weeks from purchase to delivery in Trinidad. Most of this time was spent in the queue waiting for the parts to be acquired and the system assembled and tested. As you can see, it is very well packaged with ample padding to survive the trip. The box did have a few gouges and scrapes from shipping, but the system itself seems unscathed with no problems whatsoever. I was also a bit surprised as to the size and heft of the overall package, especially given that this is my first ATX mid-tower. So before we get into the system itself, let's just take a very quick look at the documentation. Here we have our quick start guide and a nice diagram showing the ports and connectivity of the system. There's also a very nice goodie bag that is sent with the system. I've gone ahead and taken out the power and SATA cables, so we are left with some zip ties and screws in case you want to modify anything. We've got the antennas for your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. We have a MAINGEAR branded coaster to rest your drinks on while you're playing your game. We've also got a RGB remote to control your lighting without going into the software. We have a MAINGEAR pen, very nice in red. And finally, we have a flash drive with a copy of Windows that came straight from MAINGEAR. And here we have it folks, powered on in all of our RGB and glory. In case you missed it earlier, this system packs a RTX 3060 Ti with 8 gigs of VRAM. We also have a hexa-core Ryzen 5 5600X with 12 threads, currently running the stock AMD cooler, which I plan to upgrade very soon. It is all sitting on the MSI B550M Pro VDH Wi-Fi motherboard with 16 gigs of HyperX Fury RGB RAM clocked at 3600 MHz, which I also plan to double to 32 gigs as well. As for storage, it came with a 512 gig Intel NVMe SSD and a 1TB Seagate mechanical drive, and I went ahead and added my own additional 500 gig SATA SSD that I had lying around at home. Finally, it also packs a 500 watt EVGA power supply, which I've confirmed is not modular, and while I did attempt to get a peek at the ratings, I could not make them out, and I'm not yet willing to remove the entire PSU to find out. So you might just have to stay tuned or drop a comment, and when I do decide to dig into it a little bit more, I'll be able to answer any questions you guys may have. So up next I'm gonna play a little game of Warzone. Obviously I won't stay for the whole game, and full disclosure, I am very new to FPS, so I may look like I don't know what I'm doing, and it is because I don't know what I'm doing. So a quick overview of my settings. Most of these are unchanged. I left it just as NVIDIA configured it. But for those who are particularly sharp, you will notice that I have left ray tracing off. This is because the first 3 times I've tried to play the game, it crashed, so I just left it off. But while playing this, I did try to turn it on, and it did work, so I'll leave that piece of gameplay in a little later down.
Clear to engage all targets. Enemy soldier incoming.
So as you guys could see, I'm bouncing between roughly 120 to 140 FPS. By all accounts, this is pretty great, but my display is 165Hz and it has FreeSync Premium Pro, so I'm falling just short of that ideal 165 FPS. Despite that, I'm pretty sure those few extra frames won't make any real appreciable difference. And I'm about to turn on ray tracing here, so let's see what kind of results we get from that. Alright, and well, as y'all can see, instead of being a little more up around 130, 140, I'm holding a fairly more consistent 120. I mean, I'm not sure if it's necessarily worth that 20 FPS drop. I might probably just have to play it out a little bit more. Oh no, we're back up to 140. So ray tracing seems sustainable. Doesn't look like it'll cause too much dramas. So yeah, looking fairly decent. So I think I'll wrap up the gameplay here and move on to the next topic I had planned. And that next topic is of course mining. So fresh out of the box, I installed NiceHash Quick Miner and I've been getting just about 55 or so megahashes per second, which is good for roughly $4 a day. NiceHash itself projected that I should be making roughly $30 a week, so I'll wait around and see how that goes. I haven't yet had the chance to run for the full 24 hours, but so far the temperatures have been stable at around 60 degrees Celsius. I haven't even gotten close to 70, so I'm pretty happy about that. And I'll just leave it running for the next couple of days and see how that goes. So finally, this is the setup where she will remain for the foreseeable future. She is connected to my Gigabyte G32QC display, which is a 1440p 32-inch curved display, 165Hz, FreeSync Premium Pro, and HDR400 capable. And as I was saying before, I mean, I didn't hit that 165 FPS in Warzone, but I'm sure just tweaking some settings will get me there. So guys, thanks a lot for watching. Drop a comment, let me know what y'all liked, what y'all didn't like, and have a great one.